What's this one? Delusional woman gets confronted on live TV. Oh. I can't hear anything.
I wanted to start the video with that little clip because that guy was speaking nothing but facts. But anyway, let's get into it. So this
He didn't, bro. Maybe he was meant to do that?
woman right here, she runs an unregulated company where they prescribe puberty blockers.
Oh no.
For kids as young as 8.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
With 0 medical checks.
With 0 medical checks on top of that.
2-year-old son came up to me the other day. I went back home to the UK, and he said, "Daddy, I'm going to have a baby." And I said, "Zach, you can't have a baby because you're a boy.
You have a penis.
You know,
You don't have ovaries and that. You have a penis.
you're a man. You can't have babies."
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, I'm going to be a girl."
Too less extroverted. In Japan, they're workaholics. Introverted.
I want to be a girl.
What
would you have said to him if you were me?
Well, I wouldn't have said, Zach, you're a boy and boys can't have babies, because that's absolutely not true.
This woman's a nightmare.
So, I mean, I don't know what your parenting is like.
And you don't think think boys can have babies?
You mean males?
Yes.
Yes.
You think
Wait. Let's break this down. I hope he breaks it down properly. It looks like he does. She really thinks that a boy can have babies.
you think males can have babies?
Yes.
Right.
Do you want me to explain?
Yes, please. Yeah.
So transgender males have a womb, a uterus and ovary.
No, but that's a woman. You're doing the quick one on us. Did you see that? She tried to do the quick one. The fucking shake and bake, twist and turn, fucking replace, turn, replace, distract and replace. She tried to distract and replace one on us, the bastard. Look. No, a transgender male is a woman. We're talking biology here, bitch. This is biology. Like a man, a penis owner, can't have babies. Because he doesn't have a womb. It don't have them sort of like ingredients and all of that. There is no gates for the battering ram to enter, so to speak. The gates belong with the woman. The man is the battering ram. To bestow his soldiers within the fucking courtyard of your fucking castle. I don't know.
Okay, so they were born, if you like, female, and but they actually identify as males, so we refer to them as males. They have ovaries.
Yeah, no, you guys are confusing things because it's a woman. It's a woman, and then you start using confusing talk. Like, that's a man who's had a baby. That man gave birth to a baby. No, that's a biological woman who identifies as a man who's had a baby. Be clear about it. Be very clear about it. And then when people realize I identify as a rock. People go, oh, it's them. Tapped, as we say, tapped.
It's a womb, a uterus, a vagina, and that means you can carry a baby.
Transgender males being women.
Well, that's extremely disrespectful to transgender males. I don't.
Well, they are women.
So this is about like feelings and not reality. So we're not talking about like the reality of the biology. We're talking. So this conversation is gone into like woo-woo land. So we're talking. He should start talking about Gandalf. She should say that whatever part it is about it, she's going to say, woman is whoever they identify as, whatever. Then he should say, yeah, but then how do you feel about Gandalf? Straight up, how do you feel about Gandalf? Why wasn't his magic clear in the beginning of Lord of the Rings? Why wasn't it a clear magic system? Why couldn't we? Is Gandalf God? Don't know. Why didn't he use the little butterfly to get the eagle, griffin birds to fly Frodo and Sam to Mordor with the ring? Why didn't he do that? And why did it take him to fall from grace, battle in the Balrog, for him to then come back as Gandalf the White? What's this about? It's not clear. That's what he should start asking.
Aren't they?
Because this conversation's gone really weird. What's happening, Supreme?
They're biological women.
They are males.
You shall not exactly. He should just say that randomly. You shall not pass. Or fly, you fools.
Interesting. So instead of telling my 2-year-old son, as I did, Zach, you can't have kids, you're a boy.
You know, because you have a penis. Sorry, son. Man. You chose randomized character. Nah, this is the randomized character. You haven't got a womb, son. You haven't got a vagina. You have a penis. You're of the penis variety. I mean, that's how we're going to have to start communicating soon. What do you have, a penis or a vagina? Fuck all this, what do you identify as? Because you're confusing the fuck out of me. What's down there, a penis or a vagina? Prove it.
Boy.
I think that's sad.
And that's just the guy at the door to the toilets.
You think that's sad?
I do. I think, you know, if my son...
Do you know what it did? Do you know what it did? He said, oh, OK, Daddy, that's fine. And the next day he said, Daddy, I'm Spider-Man. Would you want me to entertain that conversation and say, well, Zach, maybe you are
What do you
Spider-Man?
say? Oh, God, no, you're not Spider-Man.
No, you wouldn't go, you wouldn't, what, she's going to sit down and argue this and go, no, but you could be Spider-Man. You could be. You could be Spider-Man, son. Are you him? Try and climb that wall, son. No, you wouldn't do that. Your son will say, no, I looked closely at my hands, like I couldn't see the little hairs. That's how I knew that I wasn't Spider-Man when I was younger. I looked closely at my hands. Just got to look like that closely along the line. No, there's no little hairs growing there, so that means I can't climb walls. Spider-Man climbs walls like that.
Oh, God, Zach, you can't
Don't
be
they
a
know
girl.
this
God,
stuff?
Zach, you can't be Spider-Man. Or can't we just let children explore? 2 is an amazing age to explore. Why aren't we letting our children explore?
Yeah, so let them explore and don't fucking go there and shove a pill in a little fucking 8 or 7-year-old's mouth saying, yeah, you are a woman, now you're going to be a woman forever. That's evil. That's what Palpatine does.
Yeah, this woman's actually insane. I'm not even joking. So her company is like a rogue, unregulated clinic, and they've been investigated.
A rogue, unregulated clinic. That just sounds bad. That's literally where bad guys are. The ones that sit there going, assistant walks in. Master, are you okay? You have disturbed me. Smite you. And fucking thunderbolt comes from the heavens and they're turned into ash. That's the sort of bad guys that do that in unregulated clinics, rebel, rogue clinics. What are they doing in there? Why are you cleansing?
Because what
Move away from my rectum.
they're doing is dangerous as hell. And they're actually based in Singapore, which is a red flag because it's like a way to like avoid regulation. So they can do what they're doing. Because if they'd done this in the UK, they would be shut down instantly.
So in 2024, the High Court ruled...
bruv.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, a 15-year-old child was prescribed dangerous levels of hormones by your unregulated online clinic.
Wait.
Without speaking to a doctor.
Where are you getting that one from?
Court transcripts from the High Court.
Which High
She's denying it.
Court?
In London.
No.
The teenager known as Jay was born female but identifies as a boy and has autism.
That's not UK news. That was an Australian case.
Yeah, it's not UK news, but it's still relevant to her company, right? It says Jay got a prescription for testosterone.
It don't matter. It don't have to be UK news. We're reporting on it. This is what's happened. Is that all right?
And puberty
these are weird
blockers
people, man.
from Singapore
These
and
are
company
weirdos, man, I
Gender
swear to
GP, which
They just say it with wise words of the movie Requiem for a Dream, which are ass to ass. What the fuck? You know this movie, right? The ending of the movie Requiem of a Dream. I don't know that movie. I don't know. I can't remember it. Then I have to watch it then.
is her company.
It says nice lesbian content on the table.
So I don't know why she's trying to correct him.
Judge Sir Andrew McFarlane said there must be a very significant concern about the prospect of a young person such as Jay accessing cross-hormone treatment from any offshore, online, unregulated private clinic. The judgment in your case, Dr. Helen, says there was no medical examination, blood testing or other clinical evaluation was undertaken. Jay has not had any direct communication with a doctor at any stage during the referral to Gender GP. Your husband, Mike Webberley, is he involved in Gender GP?
No.
No. He's on your website.
Well, he may be from old, but he's not involved.
Why was he struck off?
He was. They were many different reasons in that court case against my husband.
Now, obviously,
You can see she's suspicious and she's a little bit dodgy. She's a little bit fishy, this one. You can tell. And if you can't tell, you know, I'll pray for you. You know, as you know, whatever worth my prayers are, I'll pray for you. Because you got to be able to see these things, bro. She's like very fishy, very suspicious. And how do these sort of people get this sort of shit? That's like evil. That's like going, it's like fishy, suspicious, and like evil as well. Throw a bit of evil in there. Because they're getting hold of like drugs. That's what they're doing. They're getting hold of like mass drugs with the intention to supply it to like confused kids at most. That's what I would call them. Or like they were saying, growing kids who like, you know, they say weird stuff. Why is the sky blue? Dad, today I feel like a frog. I'm a frog today, Dad. That's it. I'm never going back. You know, next day they're a rabbit. That's like little kids, isn't it? They do stuff, or Batman or something. But that's what they do. They do stuff like that. This woman's like, all right, cool. Everything's cool until they start saying, I feel like a woman. Yeah, fucking here, have this pill. Fucking shove that in your fucking gullet, you little piglet.
she's not going to tell you the reason why he was struck off, but let me give you the rundown. Because he wasn't struck off for a small mistake. He was actually struck off for a massive, repeated, dangerous misconduct involving young kids. And he was treating patients outside of his own expertise because he was a stomach doctor, but he was trying to diagnose and prescribe gender treatments, puberty blockers, mental health related decisions to these young kids, where he had no qualifications in any of this. And on top of that, he was prescribing these high risk drugs without proper assessment. They didn't do any blood tests, they didn't monitor the hormone levels, they didn't manage side effects, they didn't even get a specialist second opinion. A lot of this was basically just done online.
He's not here. I think if you want...
They just want to sell them drugs. That's why. That's the answer. They just want to move them drugs, man. Shit's fucked up.
To ask him, you would ask
Well, the Telegraph reported a reckless doctor, referring to your husband, who wrongly prescribed puberty blockers to a transgender 9-year-old child after a 10-minute chat on Skype, has been struck off. Michael Weberly's treatment of 24 patients was deemed a catalogue of failings between February 2017 and June 2019. That's what the tribunal found.
Well, this is what the Telegraph is reporting, yeah.
Directly from the tribunal.
And also, she said in the full interview that the reason she doesn't have a license is because she didn't renew it, which obviously means she chose not to do it because she knew if she was going to do it, she would have got struck off straight away.
A trans woman says a DeKalb County police officer confronted her for using the women's bathroom at a public library in Tucker, and an internal investigation has now been launched.
Oh, I get it.
Here's what Sasha Swinson says happened.
Use the restroom, the women's restroom, like I...
That's a man. That's a biological man.
have been.
It's going to be like a weird time in history. Like when the people of the future are going to be going back over this bit. Or maybe they'll just gloss over this bit and they will never know about it. That makes us question, oh, what other things have they hidden before? Weird. But if they do keep it in there, it'll be a weird thing for people of the future to look back on. Oh, let's look back at this period. Huh? What, they'll go, what did COVID do to their minds? What the hell was this COVID disease? That's what they'll be saying. Go, really, what, COVID? And then they didn't know what a woman was. What the fuck is this?
For months, if not years, never had any issue. Says, excuse me, sir, so misgendering me right away. You're not a woman, that's obvious.
This all looks like acting. This honestly looks like acting, and it looks like a little bit, like a little skit. Is this a joke or something? Like they've gone so high level jokes that they're making us believe it. They're just not doing the punchline. Huh? Oh, we're the punchline. Oh, fucking hell. Nefarious.
Swinson says she tried explaining to the
Nah, man.
officer that she's a transgender woman, but he got angry.
This is a police matter. There are women and little girls in there, and I have to protect them.
You can't convince me.
Yes. Yes, they do. The officer was right. Done a brilliant job.
that you're a woman when you look like Andre the Giant.
Swenson claims to have emailed library officials the next day, who then reached out to DeKalb County Police. Now, there are no Georgia laws
Well, it's the big show. That's someone else.
banning transgender people from using bathrooms aligning with their gender identity. DeKalb CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson denounces what happened to Swenson and calls it a teachable moment.
Trump has deported 3.1 million illegal immigrants. What is your take on that?
I think that the world deserves answers, and I think that it's deplorable that the U.S. president is doing that to his own citizens currently.
So what if I told you that actually President Obama deported 3.1 million illegal immigrants and Trump only deported 400,000 so far?
I think that it's a different situation because you're not
Sorry?
deporting parents of small children and leaving the children in this country. You're not sending them to concentration camps and alligator Alcatraz and all of that. It's a totally different, inhumane situation.
So Obama did send people to ICE facilities. He used ICE to arrest people and deport them. They were ICE deportations. I mean, it was more or less the same exact process when he did it to 3 million people.
Yes, but it was just a different situation, and
It's fine. Just say it, bitch. It's fine when Obama done it. It's not fine when Trump's doing it. Just say it. You know.
it's not being publicized in the same way and made to make people look like criminals and look inhumane.
Where did you learn that the Trump administration was mistreating people? How do you know that?
Because of every single news source that's out there.
What kind of news do you watch? Like what's your go-to news source?
I watch a lot of NPR, NBC, ABC News, things like that.
Do you ever watch Fox?
I do not watch Fox.
Okay.
No.
You gotta tune in for both sides, I think. At least see what the other side's saying.
To resist fascism, as always.
So, what are some things that the administration's done that you're against?
Deportation, for sure. Everybody belongs there, you know? Nobody's illegal on stolen land.
So, we're both on stolen land?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
We're both on stolen land?
I would say so.
So, are you willing to open your doors to Native Americans who had the land before you?
I'm sorry, I'm very hard of hearing.
Are you willing to open your door for Native Americans who are on the land before you?
Absolutely. I'm all for land back.
So if they were to
Fucking Ada.
take back the land and get in power, you're willing to go back to wherever you came from?
I mean, I'm from here, so where else am I going to go, right?
So where would we go?
Good question. I don't have all the answers, you know?
And your shirt says eat the rich. So how do you feel that the rich employs millions of people in the United States?
Couldn't tell you. I don't have all the answers. I'm going to end this interview, though. I think I know what you're doing, so.
Yeah, what he's making you doing is proving that you don't know what you're talking about.
They ain't got a fucking clue. It's like I swear, bro, this is like literally a showcase of like people who went with the reference of trust me, bro. They went with it. I swear, these are the dumb shits that went with stuff like that. They went with trust me, bro. They went, all right, cool. And then they just based their whole life on that. Their whole outview. Didn't you read the book? Like, ever? Just, read the book. Try. It will lead you down a rabbit hole. And you will discover. You will know. You'll go, oh, yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, really easy for someone to say that grew up in a really nice house in one of the best school districts in Texas.
I know, but it's
who has the rent paid for, that is able to go to Europe and on a whim with their sister, who's able to do girl math, who's able to be fun employed. Yeah, it's easy to say that the system's bad when you're doing that because you've never had to work for it. You never got to actually see what happens when you put in the work and get benefits and actually have a little bit of responsibility and actually build something or do anything. You grew up in privilege beyond privilege beyond privilege beyond privilege. It's only the people who speak like you that grew up in a world where you've never had to do a single thing in your life. So I don't want to hear about that. What a joke.
Like, I'm glad the guy.
He broke her. She was like, she started twitching this shit.
He's dead, actually.
You're glad he's dead?
Yeah, I'm glad.
White men are literally the single greatest threat to humans being fed, housed, clothed, having their basic needs. White men are the greatest threat to that. That's what I know.
That's so weird. That's like an extreme extremely weird fucking take. Like, what happened? Like, something happened, man. Like, nah. Really? It can't be that bad. What the fuck happened, love? Something happened. Something happened to this beloved person over here. What happened? Something tragic that's got to say in this literally crazy stuff. You're saying outlandish things. That's ludicrous.
Everything else, you want me to give you all these statistics and things? Like, I'm not a data analyst. I only know the experiences
What
of
do
the
you think
people
we should
I
do
censor
about
on.
white men?
That's a question for you. Can you do something about your people?
Well, I don't see any problems.
Because you're a white man! That's
Well, you're
like-
also unable to name me an example, right?
The example is you having the privilege to even be out here while there are people sleeping literally next to you, homeless on the ground.
Well, don't.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You have that same privilege?
No, it's not about the privilege that you're talking about. A privilege as a white man to be able to move about the world and ask people to give you examples about blackness. And I'm saying the example is
What?
that you out here recording.
This is somehow it's turned into blackness. What was the question? What? White man is the biggest threat. You're so privileged. What? And she got the same. She's got the same privileges. See, and then she was bringing the black stuff. And it's like, so it's something to do with that. Maybe she was dating a white guy before, fell in love with him, or he broke her heart somehow. And maybe he was racist. He said something racist to her. Maybe that's what it is. And now that's it. That's her worldview. Or something like that happened to her mum. Or her grandmother or something. I don't know. Because there has to be a reason for this like sort of hatred. Like, that's mad. Like, what? All of the worst things in the world, the biggest threat is white men. What? What happened, love? Something bad happened, man. It's discriminating. Discriminating is the German word for prejudging. Bad, it's bad.
And these people are out here sleeping. And none of them look like you.
Well, there are homeless people who are white.
You know what's crazy? Like, I know this woman's obviously brainwashed, but when you think about what you need in life to succeed, you need accountability, discipline, responsibility, self-awareness, and critical thinking. And people like her have basically been brainwashed to the point where they don't have any of these skills. So they've been trained to basically fail in life, and that's what will happen. These people are actually completely useless for society.
It's so true, bruv. It's so true. And the more I'm seeing these sort of activities from people, the more I'm realizing it's like, oh shit, like these people are like doomed. Like they don't know. Like they don't know like about life. They don't know the basics about life and stuff like that. They don't know. Like someone's got to tell them, or it makes me panic. Like fuck, they don't know. What the fuck? Where have they been living all this time? Like what is this? How have we allowed this to happen to society? Like it's dooming. And then I start thinking, oh fuck, it's a nefarious plan. It was a nefarious plan by the powers that be, whoever the fuck they are. Illuminati. Maybe it's the Illuminati and Zionism. Fucking hell. Go, what the fuck is this? Like, some people are actually really dumb. It literally, like, and it seems like the more technologically advanced we become, the more stupider people are becoming, especially the people that have ready access to this technological advancements, like us. We have access to like computers and internet and all the technical advancements that we have. The mobile phone, literally a fucking supercomputer in your pocket. In your pocket. You go anywhere, you got it, supercomputer right there. Like, huh? Even a king back in the Byzantine era wouldn't dream of that, of having a device like that. Everyone's got them. It's like, and then the more we have that, the more stupider the people are becoming. It's because of the readiness of the information. It's because it's right there for you. Now you don't know what you want. Now you don't know what to ask. Yeah, that's how it's become. You don't know what you want. You don't know what to ask. You don't know. I don't know. Let me just consume. Consume. That's how it sadly it seems it's going. Like, it's actually fucked up.
Society, unless they change their mindset, which doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, does it?
Do you think you have privilege over me?
Yes.
You're crazy. Let's make this absolutely positively clear.
That's crazy.
You have no privilege over me, and if you got it, show it to me right now.
I think you misunderstood me.
Oh, she must be. Oh, look. I'm guessing, guys. I'm guessing, and it's a shot in the dark. She's a white woman who's trying to convince him that white people are racist towards him. And he's the actual black man. He's the one with the lived experience, and he's telling her otherwise. Is it that one? Is that what's going on here?
I told you that I did not believe in white privilege as a punishment. I just meant it as an acknowledgement.
You're saying that your grandparents had privilege over me?
They had privilege over yours.
No, they didn't. You didn't know my parents. You didn't know my people, so you don't know that. To what end is this? To make white people do what? Make white people say they have privilege, and to what end? So when you start talking about what white people have done to America, it's about what a white person has done. I don't believe in collective punishment. I'll make you responsible for what you did. I'm not going to hold you responsible for what somebody else did 100 years ago or what somebody else did today. I hold you responsible for your action. You hold me responsible for my action. In the same way that some white people believe that black people are lazy, shiftless, and ignorant and whatnot. That's not me. In the same way that most of y'all believe they're on their knees begging and slobbering and asking for reparations. That's not me. I don't believe in collective punishment. I deal with you as an individual. Therefore, white privilege is a lie. I've asked you very simply to show me the white person that has privilege over me.
Damn.
Nobody stood up.
Very excited for this presentation. I dug into the numbers, and as you can see,
he's like a realist, isn't it?
Here, Joey, it looks like you're frozen.
Oh, he's doing it, boys. He's doing it.
You're frozen, Joey. Erich, do you know what he's?
Yeah. I'd love to pop it. I mean, I've been working on this all week long.
Okay.
They're doing it, but his fan is spinning in the background. This one's fucked.
You're not. Your fan's still moving, idiot. You're not frozen. What the hell, man?
I guess I'll just jump in. I don't know what's going on today, but it seems pretty clear that we need it.
Wow. I think, Joey, I can see Holly walking around behind you. You weren't even frozen. You guys are morons. I don't think you guys.
This is hilarious.
You know what? They're having connectivity issues. I'm happy to take over. I do know all the numbers.
Mason, you're watching The Professor. I can see it on in the background behind you. And Timmy's eating chips. What the f***?
Nelson Scott is on the verge of losing access.
A 30-year-old able-bodied man with no kids, not going to school, and doesn't have a job says he's devastated he'll lose his food stamps. It's some bullshit.
The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP.
So why do they use words like able-bodied for man, but they don't say, I've never heard like able-bodied woman. Really? Have you? I'm not saying whatever this guy needs to do some shit and needs to get out there and get the buck. But yeah, it's rare. I've rarely heard able-bodied woman. Mostly it's able-bodied man. He should be out there working.
He is 38, not disabled, doesn't have any kids, doesn't go to school, and doesn't have a job. Those are just some of the reasons he is no longer eligible for SNAP benefits.
That's some bullshit.
SNAP help you? It helped me a lot. I get $292 a month.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture.
That's a lot, bro. $292 a month. That dude, all the groceries. That's grocery shopping there, man. That's some bullshit.
Crackdown is led by President Trump, who signed the One Big Beautiful Bill into law in July. The government shutdown stalled the November 1st deadline for implementation. However, these changes are still coming up.
We help
Signe Anderson is a senior director of nutrition advocacy with the Tennessee Justice Center.
Because of rules like this, we can see individuals that are going to be forced to skip meals.
She points out senior citizens and children between the age of 15 and 18 will be most impacted. Rick
Damn.
Williams is a conservative
All
political
of them.
analyst.
A 15 or 16-year-old can take care of themselves at home while you go work. There's no reason you can't be working. There are plenty of jobs out there.
Scott tells me, as a convicted felon, getting a job isn't easy.
I will get one if y'all give me one. Y'all be felony friendly and hire us.
The Tennessee
Family friendly.
Hey, I have a question. The front doors are locked here.
Yeah, what do you need?
I'm trying to get to the queer self-defense class.
Okay, around the corner.
So the south side of the building, is that?
Yeah.
Okay, and it said on the flyer, trans folks fight for free.
Yeah, you're trans.
I'm trans-indigenous.
You're what?
I'm trans-indigenous. My parents, bigoted doctor, assigned me white skin at birth, but I identify as a brown-skinned native.
Dude, get out of here.
Well, are you trans-native phobic?
No.
Well, then what's the problem?
Do you know how confusing this is to people and how you're making a mockery out of natives?
Well, that's ironic, don't you think?
No, we are protecting people here with self-defense.
And that's, I want to participate.
No.
I'm a native. Trans natives are natives, and this is our land.
Dude, I'm calling the cops.
Don't misindigenate me. I am not a dude.
Get out.
Why are you being trans-native phobic right now?
Please leave.
No, this is my land, and you're trespassing. You're cis-American, so how about you leave?
I need you to leave the property.
You're cis-American.
What are you going to do?
I'm calling the police.
You're going to call the police on me because I'm a trans-native man of color?
You're mocking me.
That's a hate crime.
No, what you're doing.
Trans native.
Call the police.
That's
Then.
hilarious,
It's really sad
bro.
you're being trans-native phobic right now.
Dude,
Folks, this individual is being trans-native phobic. I'm trying to get into a queer self-defense class, and this is how they treat trans people of color. Really sad. I hope you should be proud of yourself for being trans-native phobic.
You should be ashamed of what you're doing.
Really sad. Trans-natives are
You need
natives.
to leave.
So they create these weird rules, but then when
It's
you use them
hilarious.
rules, they don't like it.
I feel like if you're quiet when so many injustices are happening, not just here, but
I'm looking.
Palestine, Sudan, Congo, etc. I literally blocked my brother yesterday. I'm not speaking to my mom, my stepmom.
I'm looking, man. I'm looking. What's up with the arm?
My dad, I'm collecting them like Pokemon. But I just think that you have to stand for something, and I think as you get older or mature, you have to stand for what matters to you.
You don't stand at all.
And I
Holy shit.
understand that there's like safety concerns, and I have a lot of privilege as a cis white woman saying those things.
Privilege? Privilege, she says. What exactly is the privilege that you have? If this is privilege, I don't
Burgers.
want it. You seriously think that you
burgers.
are viewed as superior based on your race? That is not the righteous
Stupid.
self-dig that you think it is, lady. In fact, I think you're literally a racist.
Stupid.
Because if
Yeah.
you
She's one of them undercover, deep undercover racist. She's been racist for many years. All her life, in fact.
seriously think that you're viewed as supreme on any level by anyone in any regard, you are deluded. You couldn't oppress
Completely.
somebody if you wanted to. If anything, I'm the privileged one. I'm actually starting to feel bad. I wish you had what I have. No, I'm seriously about to get down on one knee and raise a fist because this is horrible. How do we help?
She's basically like encouraging people to cut off family members if you
she said
don't have like the
Pokemon.
same beliefs, which is pretty dumb. The whole point of life is you're going to have different beliefs, and that's not really a reason to cut them off.
Yeah,
that's pretty dumb.
stupid.
Unless they're-
yeah, them people that are cutting off their family are the most silliest cunts as well in the world because they're like, they expect everyone to. That's like a nefarious, narcissistic way to think. Really, at its core, because they don't think the way you think. You just cut them off. Huh? All right.
Maybe
Okay.
as extreme as this person here.
Do you want a New York that's safe?
Do I look like I've ever been in physical danger?
No, you look like you could harm quite a few people,
You
for
included,
sure.
yeah.
What feelings do I stir in you?
I hate white people.
Like it's just straight up racist. Like, how is that cool? Like that ain't cool. I don't know, man. That's like, for me, that's fucking weird. You're a weird bastard, would be the next thing that you say, and then just walk away.
Do you hope one day you won't have to have a job?
Yeah, I'm already unemployed.
How long you been unemployed for?
20 years.
This wokester admits, brags, and boasts on camera committing a crime, violating the Civil Rights Act of 1964, of discriminating on white people and overcharging them just because they're white. Oh, and let me add, she's married to a white man.
What's wrong with these people, bro?
Named Billy. Typical.
I love to overcharge.
Damn, look at that neck. Damn. You can imagine her roar when she's angry. Poor Billy. Fuck me, look at the size of that neck. I mean, we're only seeing half of it. The other half is hidden by that bush.
White people and organizations and do pro bono work for black orgs.
I wonder, does she overcharge her white husband named Billy?
And that's just me being very blunt. I will give them ridiculous rates.
The race baiters were right. This country is terribly racist. It's just not in the way that they keep telling us on MSNBC and that racist show The Spew.
And then I'll have like a nonprofit or a black org or somebody doing some work and they'll be like, I've only got this much money. And I'm like, keep it.
Imagine if the roles were in reverse.
That's so bad.
White person just cut me a check. Let's do this for free.
Let me be very clear. Black people can be racist. Anybody can be racist. Racism is not a one-direction street. It's a human flaw. It's not a whites-only membership. If you charge people just because they're white, that is not justice. That is racist. I don't care if you're black, brown, purple, or whoever you are. Racism doesn't change its name just because the skin color of the offender did. And bragging about it on camera, congratulations. You just became the very thing that we once hated, and that is a racist ass.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video, yeah? So I'll catch you on the next one. I'm pretty sure that YouTube has, they're trying to like suppress my content because when I look at it, it used to be like what, 60% subscribers, 40% non-subscribers. Now it's probably more like 98% of people watching my videos are subscribers, which means YouTube is not pushing the content.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
But anyway, so if you like the content, it might help. I don't know. But anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
75 years.
You got only 75 years, boys.
75 years, 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers, and 75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is it?
Not a lot of time, man.
Waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now. Right now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can be taking some chances. You can be living more. You can be spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears. The part of you that loves instead of hates.
Lyrics, bars, lyrics and bars. Brilliant video. Shout out NG, NJG. I keep saying NG. It's NJG. It's a mouthful, motherfucker. It's a motherfucking mouthful, bitch. But I'm gonna quickly put the kettle on. Bear with me.